I think the first thing that caught my eye in this game was the formation. Obviously lined up in a very clear 4-2-3-1 with Lavia and Asugo as the two holding midfielders and Palmer in the 10. I really like seeing that because it does show that Alonso is happy to change formation depending on the game and the players that are available to him at the time. We obviously had managers in the past like Conte and Tuchel who's been incredibly stubborn with their systems and it just becomes annoying. So it's encouraging to see that Alonso might give us a bit more tactical flexibility. It was also nice to see Romeo Lavia back from the first small injury of his Chelsea career. Asugo was definitely putting himself about early on. He was getting stuck into challenges, winning loose balls, making his presence felt in midfield, which was good for him. Just as usual, Chelsea are their worst own enemy, creating our own problems for Spurs' opening goal. Cheap giveaway in midfield. JP wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Then I think there was just a couple rebounds in midfield. Lost the second ball. Nobody decided to pick up Tonali on the edge of the box. One of the best shooters from midfield in the league. Completely open. Shoots, probably going on target. Deflected and in. Very disappointing first goal to concede. We did, however, respond quite well. Gittins picked up the ball out wide. Delivered a brilliant cross towards the back post where Steve-O was there running in to head the ball in. Again, on Gittins, it was great to see him involved because I think in my last video I was saying that's exactly what he's capable of. When he does get isolated against the fullback, he will always deliver or make something happen. So it's good to see that he's keeping up his fine form. I think after the equaliser, Spurs probably did control the majority of what was left of the first half. They're moving the ball around nicely. I think Chelsea struggled to get a proper foothold in the game during that spell. I'd say Spurs probably edged the first half, but there were still some encouraging signs from Chelsea. The new formation was obviously a positive. Asugo looking physical in midfield, Gittins showing what he can do, Steve-O looking lively, so that was all good. I think the big moment in the second half came when Spurs gave the ball away and João Pedro was sent through on goal. Kevin Danzo brought him down, obvious red card. You might think, pre-season, maybe let it slide, but in a Premier League game, that's a red card, guys. Chelsea actually nearly made the extra man count straight away. JP produced a lovely touch around the corner with the outside of his boot, smashed the ball across the box. Steve-O did make decent contact on it with his right foot, deflected, but it was actually quite a good save from Kinski there in the end. Steve had another really good opportunity actually, really good touch into his path, tried to open up his body and sort of curl it into the bottom corner. Another good save from Kinski. He does look like a pretty decent keeper for them, not going to lie. I think after that, the game just seemed to taper off a little bit. I think both sides made a lot of substitutions, which completely disrupted the rhythm of the game. Chelsea were comfortable with the extra man, but there wasn't too many major chances and the game sort of drifted through. I think with the amount of substitutions that both sides made, to be honest, there was just a bit of a lack of game management from Chelsea's perspective. We were unable to sort of keep the ball in midfield. There was only a minute left, losing second balls. I think what is the goalkeeper's positioning for the winner for Spurs as well. The ball was like a pea shooter. It was rolling across the floor, off the post. No one reacts, and Richarlison unfortunately puts it in. Overall, there were some positives. It was good to see Alonso use the back four. Showed that he's not completely tied to one system. I think Asugo started quite well, looked very physical in midfield. Gittins, another assist for him, continuing his fine form. Steve-O always looks lively, baller right. Chelsea probably could have made more and probably should have made more of the extra man in the second half. But again, it's another useful pre-season game where gives the players an opportunity to build fitness ahead of the new season. Always jarring to lose to them lot. We should never be losing to Spurs, really, should we? But I'd rather lose to them now in pre-season than in the actual season when it's going to matter, right? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching another video on the Chelsea Waffle. Hope to see you in the next one. Up the Chelsea.